Hi, guys, I'm Rashana, and welcome to Loud Knowledge. Today, we'll be talking about self care and all the things that you can do to improve your well being and ensure that you are safely and properly taking care of yourself throughout the journey and through the rest of the year. I hope that you take everything that I have to say tonight into consideration and really use all of the tips that I have for you, because while I am teaching you, I'm also using these tips and hopefully learning a little bit myself. So, firstly, what is self-care? Self-care is the practice of taking action to preserve or improve one's own health. Your health is very important, especially in today's generation, because there's a lot going on within the body, within our foods that's given to us. There's a lot of things that we're told to eat to sustainably preserve ourselves, because we're dying at a rate and it's ridiculous. I hope that you understand that the medical field is a business too. So there are a lot of things that you can naturally do for yourself and to yourself so that you don't have to pay a huge fee. But that's another topic on another day. So self-care is basically a house of things. Your body is a house. Your body is a temple. Just the same way that you go to the dentist or the doctor to preserve your insides, literally, you need to be making sure that you take care of your mental health too, because mental health is on a whole nother level. It's something that you definitely need to take action for. I see a psychologist, and I actively go and do that at least once every 2 weeks through my school because it's in my tuition. Sometimes I miss sessions, but I definitely make sure that I'm back in there the following week, or I'm at least talking to someone. That's why you need a friend around. You need someone that's going to listen to you clearly and just let you talk sometimes. I find it really helpful with me sitting in my car and just talking. Sometimes I do just record me talking all day long, and it's just like, okay, Rashana, what has happened today that has you stressed out? I'm also reading this Iyanla Vanzant book called In the Meantime. I definitely recommend, because she is talking about your house and your body. She's talking about how you need to clean your mindset up and you need to clean your body out, because if you live in the basement is dirty and it's filled with old things and it's filled with old packages. So you need to clean that up and figure out what you want to take. You're redecorating your house. So treat your mental health like you would treat your new decor in your apartment, because everybody loves getting a new apartment. Everybody loves getting a new car. Everybody loves getting a new home or going on trips. Just the way that you love to do that, you should definitely try to put that and self-care into your everyday thing. It's something that is really close to my heart, because for years I was mentally unstable. I had anxiety. I went through so much depression in high school, and my own mother didn't either notice it or she didn't know how to handle. And that is what is really bad in the Black community and other communities as well, because there are a lot of Caucasian people that go through this too. It's the reason why schools are getting shot up. It's the reason why bullying is still happening today. It is that when we all simply need to remember the golden rule in that. But like I said before, the golden rule is another topic too. So today's self-care, my topic will just be about what you can do. Like, see a psychologist. If that's what you want to do, boo, then go do that. Because yes, it's not in most health plans. Yes, we realize that. But if you have a friend that can refer you to this, or your friend has a friend of a friend, or you have a mom that you can go to, you have siblings. I'm really close with my sisters. I can call one of my sisters about anything in the world and she will not judge me, because she's been through hell too, hell and back. So that is the person that I choose to go to, or I've had friends that have personally went through things, and I hold that close to my heart. So it's definitely something you should think about. I really encourage you coloring. My therapist told me to color, and she gave me things, and she gave me pamphlets that I can use on what a healthy friendship is and what an unhealthy friendship is. You need to have people that are around you that are building you. I think the saying is, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're the dumbest. So look at your circle. If you're not learning anything from your friends, you need to find another circle, sis. You need to do what you need to do, boo. It's personal. Realize that you need to take back all of your anger, all of your armor, take back all of your strength. Because at this point, when it comes to self-care, it is personal. On your job, if your job is stressing you out, on the day that you have to yourself, take that to yourself. Dedicate that. Tell people, no, I can't come see you. Everything is personal. I promise you, because your mental health is key. If you lose your mind, you essentially lose everything. I've watched so many people that I love lose their mind. And I don't want you to be that person. I don't want you to be that person. I don't want to be that person. So I'm constantly thinking of ways. My sister just got back from New Orleans. And it's crazy because I was like, I really want to go to New Orleans. I really want to go there. I really want to do this. I want to do that. But she realized that. She was like, I did this trip with my friends. My sister started doing some self-care things. She got away. It's hard to take time for you. It's hard to say, okay, what do I need? What makes me happy? So I'm super happy that she got to go and do things that she wants to do now. I love that. She got a passport. She went to, I think, the Bahamas. She got a little passport. She's doing what she needs to do. And I love it. But she got back from New Orleans and she gave me and my sister this skull, and it's connected to a necklace. And she told us to keep it in our car, and it's called it has like Voodoo Love written on it. And I promise you, since that's been in my car, I have such great spirits in my car. I don't do the crystals because I don't understand the crystals. But like I said, I'm reading the Ayanna Van Zandt book. Everything, you don't know what works for you until you try it. So this lady comes in and she buys the crystals and stuff, and I ask her about it. It's always important to ask questions. If you're seeing somebody has a better energy than you, sometimes you can feel that. You can feel other people's energy. And if you have glow within you, baby, you can connect to another person that has glow. So I really encourage you to think about that. Another thing, when they come in and I ask questions and stuff like that, again, essentially they use crystals. And I'm like, okay, so what does the crystal do? I encourage you to use it because she said that it helps her. Another girl comes in and she uses these cards and she actually practices voodoo. If you want to do voodoo, do voodoo. If you want to pray over this job and hope that the good spirits of the universe have you, baby, then pray to the highest power. Some people for self-care, they pray. Some people for self-care, they write. Journaling is essential too. I journal. I have like 1,000 journals. And for Christmas, I get more journals. And I don't care. When I first started my therapy session, they told me to get to know myself again. So what did I do? I got to know myself again. My sister got me this book where it's like asking me like 250 questions about myself. And I'm not through with 250 questions because that's a lot. Actually, I'm sorry, that's wrong. It's not 250. It is 2,500. 2,500 questions. You can get it at your local Five Below. And like one of the questions was, who do you despise the most? Who do I despise the most? I'm like, ooh, girl. So I had to write a long list. And yes, I have a long list. And it's terrible. That is terrible, right? To have a long list of how many people you hate. But I had to write out like, why do you hate this person? And I'm writing my answer and it's like, okay, well, baby, to cast it out that hate, you need to throw love at it. So I encourage you, if there's anyone in your life that you don't like, throw love at it. I had to simply this summer, it was all about taking back me and taking back my power and not letting that get the best of me. So I started writing letters, like not thank you letters, but I'm mad letters. Like, I'm mad at you for doing me like this. And I wrote those letters. You do whatever you want to do with that letter. You can keep it. I threw mine away after like maybe 2 months. If there's anything that's holding you back, I deeply encourage you to write letters and just let it go. And don't mail it out to them because that's rude. And you don't want anyone to hurt your feelings like that. So don't do that. But do whatever you want to do, I guess. I threw them away, but it made me feel so much better because it was like a weight was lifted off of me. So I want you to keep in mind with that. I also got to talk with a psychologist and a social worker who works with CPS in Charlotte. So basically, in this, they're going to talk about what they do for self-care because, again, they went to school for this and they talked with this and they did what they needed to do. They do the work every day. So here's a little clip from what I gathered on another interview on what you should do for self-care. What is self-care to y'all? What's the importance of self-care? For me, that's a me question.
Self-care is essential. You should always be first on your to-do list. That's it. Like it's a must. And if there is no self-care, then you won't flourish. It's a necessity.
Yeah, it's everything. It's at the top of the list. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is take care of me. And if you are not functioning at your best self, like Dr. RJ said earlier, you're going to end up ultimately doing harm to other people. And so the only way to function at your best self is to make sure you're doing those self-care things every day. Whether it's meditating, praying, exercising, reading a book, talking to a friend, do something.
All right, that's all for tonight on Loud Knowledge. I hope that you learned something tonight, and I hope to see you next time. Stay tuned.